kid you not, sitting on my bed, working, doing some social media stuff. And then I receive 2 new leads for tomorrow. One is for a potential district, and interestingly enough, we live in the matrix, but I was thinking, like, how can I do a program for a district, like a full, like, that's a goal, right? That's something I would love to do. And tomorrow we have that meeting, so I'm gonna keep y'all updated. It's crazy, because, like, when new things happen like this, it's just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Just wanted to share that. Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to UndocuStartup by Juan Maya Hernandez.
So I decided to come to this car wash because yesterday when I was at Glendale, there was no hand car wash. So I decided to come to this place. I recommend you to check it out. The owner was actually trying to sell this about a month ago. $500,000 he wanted. And I just started talking to him, like how long he's been working on it, learned a lot. So yeah, just washing it here. Pretty affordable price. I recommend you guys should check it out. Alrighty, I just came back from washing my car. But I did want to share something with you all as I am building this entrepreneurship program, entrepreneurship incubator for undocumented communities. And that is this concept of media safety. You see, a few weeks ago, I had posted a recap video, one of the programs that I had done. And I received an email. A student emails me and they're like, hey, I'm not really comfortable with you sharing my image. Can you blur my face or can you remove it? So obviously I took it down. And obviously it's really difficult, right? Because I don't want to continue posting recaps and then somebody reaches out to me that they're not comfortable, etc. So my solution was to do the following, okay? So at first I did have a media release form. But the problem with that is that I would need to remember the student names, and that was difficult. So I came up with a new strategy. I started thinking about how can I do this that would make it also easier for the media freelancer that I have to also understand this process, who to take photos of, who not. So I have all of these name tags. Okay, now I branded this the way that I wanted, right? So we have the UndocuStartup at the top. We have the amount earned for the dollar sale challenge. We have our Instagram so people can follow us. And this yellow one is limited media. So this just means that we can only post their group shots or far away shots, no close-ups. I have this red one that is no media. Again, similar style right here. But this one we cannot post online unless it's a group shot, unless we blur it out. And then we have this green one that says media okay. That means we can take photos, we can share their names. There's really no issue. And that's something that I ended up doing to solve this problem. It's actually kind of crazy. Okay, so I was supposed to have a meeting right now. A meeting that I was really looking forward to for... This contract could start small, could go bigger. The biggest contract I've ever done up to date. And she just sent me an email right now saying that she's gonna have to cancel. And this happens a lot, actually. Sometimes things happen, life happens. And it would be really easy for me to be like, it's not gonna work out, etc. But no, I don't take this personal, y'all. Like, I mean, things happen. And yeah, I just told her to reschedule. Not a big deal, not a big issue. Alright, so for lunch, we are going to be having this. Okay. And I buy these pre-made, pretty much pre-made, okay? I buy these at Vaughn's, these salads. If there's one thing I've learned in 2025, is to take care of your health. All right, so this year I got sick. This year I sprained my left ankle, I sprained my right ankle, and I also partially dislocated this shoulder where I couldn't even do this. I couldn't do this. It would hurt to put things on, like on my back, on my shoulder. Now I'm able to do all of that, but I realized that, and I've said this so many times and I'll continue to say it, when you have your health, you have 1,000 problems. When you don't have your health, you only have one problem, and that is your health. All I wanted during those moments was to get better. So now I have dropped 20 pounds this whole year. I started at 182. Right now I'm currently at 160. My goal weight by the end of the year is 155, 150. Once we pass that, I'm gonna push myself to go for that 6-pack, because if you're gonna set a goal, might as well have a large enough goal that is gonna motivate you. So in 2026, that is my goal. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I have one last meeting today, and I'll keep y'all updated. And yes, this is a picture of me, by the way. That is me. I'll give y'all. All right, last meeting of the day, and we are gonna be meeting with somebody that is gonna be able to explain healthcare options for DACA recipients. So not only is this important for me to get informed, but also so I can inform the community. So y'all are gonna see some behind the scenes there. All right, so I just finished that. Key takeaway, there's different, so although DACA recipients don't qualify for Covered California here in California for healthcare, they do qualify if they buy it directly from the companies, so Blue Anthem, Blue Cross, all that stuff, all the different types of companies. Also, dental insurance and health insurance are separate. That's something I did not know. You pay the minimum that I saw for a silver package. It's like 400 something, and then you have to pay additionally. Essentially, the more you pay the upfront or the monthly stuff, the less you're gonna pay when you actually go to visit, right? And it also depends on the services that you need. So yeah, hopefully you guys found a little bit of help on that, because I was also clueless. And she's gonna send me more information. I'm gonna look at it and we'll see. Oh, I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about why I stopped vlogging and why I want to make a little comeback. So essentially, my last vlog was in 2021, I believe. And the reason why I stopped vlogging and stopped posting is because when I was a student at UCLA, I fell under academic probation. I went through depression. I was just trying to get my life together during that time. And essentially, from 2021 to 2022, no, from 2020 to 2022 to 2023, I was just focused on getting better. I was just focused on figuring out my career. I had some success. I started a photography business, etc. I just wanted to focus on graduating, and essentially that was why I stopped. It wasn't because I fell out of love with it. And let me know if y'all have ever felt this way, but recently I've been having so much motivation. Past 3 weeks I've been locked in, right? Like, this year has been a little difficult. I sprained my right ankle. I sprained my left ankle. I sprained my shoulder. It partially dislocated. I went through physical therapy. Right, that's just kind of like what was happening throughout my life. But also I received my biggest contract this year with my business. I started expanding to other places. I started these conversations, and I have this faith that some way, somehow, things are gonna work out, similar to how I had this faith when I was vlogging in high school. How cool would it be if I can film buying my first house, or retiring my parents, buying my first office, hiring my first employee, building wealth, essentially, which is the ultimate thing. And my thing has always been, what if there was no limits? How high would your goals go? And now I have the motivation again. Not only do I have the motivation, but I also have this faith. I've been locking in terms of my eating. I weighed 180 at the beginning of the year. Right now I'm down to 160. I want to continue going there. So there's all these goals that I have, and I want to continue documenting it. So what you can expect is I'm gonna set a goal to post at least one vlog a week, okay? Because every week it will have a mixture of my life, and it would also have a mixture of business, behind the scenes, building UndocuStartup. And I just want to bring you all with me, but most importantly is for myself, right? So in the future, I can show this to my kids. I can show this to, I can just look at the journey, because My past videos from YouTube that I filmed in high school, all of them make me smile. I want to continue with that. So with that being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Expect one of these vlogs every Sunday. I'm going to commit to that. Expect another UndocuStartup weekly or something else during the week. Maybe Monday, Tuesday. With that being said, be motivated and stay motivated. I'll see you next Sunday. And remember, entrepreneurship has no limits. I'll see you soon.